Hello and welcome to another episode of House of Odd. There's a small issue with this episode, and that is that Odd was supposed to make this. He was supposed to write it, he was supposed to edit it, and he was supposed to star in it. It was also supposed to be about a hat in time. And, well, I haven't seen Odd since the release of Super Mario Odyssey. He just kind of disappeared as soon as that game came out. Very frustrating, because he's left me in a bit of a pickle. Since I have not played A Hat in Time, I don't know anything about it. I have seen some of it, but that's not enough to make a review now, is it? So, I guess I'll just have to pull some magic out of my ass. So without further ado, this is my review of A Hat in Odyssey. Odyssey is the game we're talking about today. Remember when you were a kid and you played some Super Nintendo and possibly some Game Boy, and then all of a sudden your parents just go, "Hey kid, think fast." You open the gift wrapping and there you are with an ugly ass black curvy machine in your hands. And the controller? Don't even get me started on that thing, seriously, who on earth designed this? Anyway, I'm getting carried away. You plug that 64 into your TV and you're greeted by...
It's me, Mario!
I don't know about you, but my head fucking exploded. 3D games? Holy shit, my entire worldview was changed. I have such fond memories of playing that game along with other phenomenal 3D platformers like Banjo-Kazooie and Mystical Ninja. But alas, those games are for another time. Today we're talking about Mario. So after the lovely 64 era, I knew that I needed Nintendo's next console, the GameCube. For all the years that I had that console, I never really knew that it was a flop for Nintendo. Either way, along with that console I got a brand new 3D Mario game. This was either a hit or a miss around the community. In my book, it was a hit. I played it till the disc didn't work anymore. Then I bought another copy and I played it some more. However, my favorite part of Sunshine were the stages where you lost FLUDD. It just made me get a nostalgia overload seeing Mario do all of those moves from the 64 era in a new polished look. It was good. Along came the announcement of the Nintendo Revolution, or as we all know it today, the Nintendo Wii. This was when YouTube started picking up pace, and I just sat there buffering every video I could find on the subject. Eventually I got to see footage from Super Mario Galaxy. My 10-year-old mind could barely contain itself. Holy crap, Mario in fucking space? I've never wanted anything so bad in my entire life. Eventually I had it in my hands, and it was everything I ever dreamed of. They had taken everything I loved about Mario and flawlessly incorporated it into a new, wonderful setting. Running around on tiny planets flying through space was simply a blast. Then there was a dry streak for me. I didn't end up playing Galaxy 2, and sure, Super Mario 3D Land was a fun handheld. I however didn't really enjoy Super Mario 3D World, it just felt like more of the same. All I wanted was to recapture that joy that I found while playing 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy. Along came the Nintendo Switch announcement. I was gobsmacked. Could it work? And then, there it was, Super Mario Odyssey. And when they just straight up referred to it as a follow-up to games like 64 and Sunshine, well, frankly, I pooped a little. Anyway, enough about my upbringing with Mario, let's jump right into Super Mario Odyssey.
I'm a fucking dinosaur. Dude,
what the fuck? You shot me! You were in my seat. Whatever, just pull yourself together, man. This is supposed to be informative. Yeah, that's never gonna happen. Alright, so the game starts more or less like any other Mario game. The only difference being that this time Bowser's planning to forcefully wed Princess Peach. Smooth. After a little cutscene where Bowser kicks Mario off his airship and destroys his hat, we're introduced to Cappy, who says that along with Peach, Bowser kidnapped his sister Tiara. Starting off in the Cap Kingdom, we begin our journey to save our loved ones. This time we collect power moons rather than stars. The moons also act very differently from the stars that we're used to. While some are used as story pieces, like getting a multi-moon after defeating a boss, others are found by simply ground pounding where the controller vibrates. This would have probably made me a little bit sad if there were the usual 120, but this game boasts an insane 830 moons, so don't you worry your little head, there is a lot of shit to do. The game is centered around a new mechanic, much like other 3D Mario games. This time it's all about the capture ability. Throwing Cappy onto pretty much any enemy in the game lets you take control of it, giving Mario a new set of moves. Every one of these capture moments are brilliant. Think Mario X Kirby, it's a whole lot of fun. Like for instance, I can throw my cap onto this. Don't you dare! Yeah, okay. When the game was announced and they started talking about costumes, I just kinda zoned out. It's not something I thought I'd care for whatsoever. I could not have been more wrong. Some of the costumes are so goddamn gorgeous. Just look at Mario in his top hat. I may have a crush on him now. But in all seriousness, after seeing some of the ones available to you, I got into the mind of a collector. I need them all. It's even gotten to the point where I'm, for the first time, considering buying amiibos to get more. Also, Nintendo's attention to detail is crazy. Every costume in the game translates onto 8-bit Mario for the 2D segments. Oh yes, there are 2D segments and they are good! Adding a little callback to that era almost brings a tear to my eye. They even play 8-bit versions of the soundtrack during these segments. Oh, and while I'm talking about the soundtrack, just have a listen to this. I never thought I'd hear a drum and bass song in a Mario game, even less that it would work. But it does, it works beautifully. The entire soundtrack is an absolute delight. Okay, seriously, before I go on and on about this game and how great it is, if you are a Switch pioneer, then just pause this video. I'll wait and just purchase the game. Just do it right away. Go ahead, pause it, I'll be here. I'll wait. It's okay. You done? Great, let's move on. There are over a dozen worlds to explore, each one as exciting as the last. Sure, they vary in size, but I didn't come across a world that I didn't enjoy thoroughly. The Cap Kingdom is right up my alley when it comes to aesthetic. I mean, just have a look around. Oh hey, nice top hat. Other worlds are in true Mario fashion a rainbow of colors, and they are all absolutely gorgeous to look at. Also, while we're here, you can be a fork in this game. No, I'm not joking, you can, like, one of these. A regular old fork. Yeah, that's a thing. Mario can become a fork. Anywho, my favorite world in the game is... I suppose this could be considered a little bit of a spoiler since you unlock this world after beating the story, so consider this your spoiler warning. The Mushroom Kingdom. I actually started tearing up when I first set foot here. Like I mentioned earlier, Super Mario 64 was my childhood, and Nintendo knew that kids growing up with Mario would play this as adults. This world is just a full-blown love letter to us. I mean, just take a look at the costume you unlock in this world. It's just a freaking model from Mario 64. When I saw this thing, I immediately left the store and collected the exact amount of coins necessary to purchase it. I mean, look at it! Of course I did! All in all, Super Mario Odyssey is one of the best games I've played in a long time. It wasted no time in becoming my favorite 3D Mario game of all time. If you have a Switch, buy it. Like I said earlier, if you haven't already, do it right now. So what, I'm just a ghost now? What, you didn't think I have a plan? Just drink that. Oh, that was weird. I'll dispose of the body. Dispose of the what? Dude, that's messed up. Meh. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this and you want to do me a huge favor, then share it. I sink a lot of time into these things, so it would really mean the world. I also want to give a big thanks to Nintendo Utopia for letting me use the speedrun footage you've seen in this video. Finishing the game in 1 hour and 57 minutes is a real feat. The best way to keep up to date on what I'm working on, or if you just want to see random shit posts, then you can follow me on the old social media. I'll have links provided in the description. Oh, and the subscribe button's feeling a little bit lonely. Clicking it would probably brighten its day. Once again, thank you, and I will see you all on the next episode.